What up, everybody, man? It's your boy JK. Today is Thursday, so you already know what it is. It's Tackle Thursday with JK, live on IG, live on Facebook, and I'm recording for my YouTube channel, which is Jeremy Kellem /Win Pat Now /Win. But today we tackling the topic. I'm tackling the topic. You tackling the topic. I want to versus I've decided to, right? I want to versus I've decided to. All right. And I appreciate y'all. See y'all on, man. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for the prayers. I really do. And thank y'all, man. Hey, but today we tackling the topic I want to versus I've decided to, right? And this topic, anytime I come from a topic, sometimes it's from personal experience. It just might be from where I am, whether in my quiet time with God, reading the Bible, just different things. It might be something I'm currently going through or what I went through before or whatnot. But today, right, the title, right, I want to versus I've decided to just kind of came about, man. I was thinking, and it might have been like I was thinking about a Tackle Thursday topic or whatnot. But I started to think about my my career, like playing football, right? And when I was younger, I always wanted to go play in the NFL, right? I wanted to, right? From a young age, I wanted to go play in the league, right? And that's good to want to, right? Because I had a vision, I had goals, I had dreams, right? But it wasn't until 10th grade, it wasn't until, I remember the day, it was September 8th, 2004, right? I wrote this declaration. I put it on my ceiling. I had it in high school, all the way through high school, had it in college. Even when I went to the Arena League, played pro, I had it, right? And basically, it was a declaration saying that, like, football is the game that I love. That is what I'm going to pursue. You are either with me or I'm going without you. That's what I said on there, right? And it was a declaration. And that was the moment that I went from wanting to go to the NFL to deciding that I was going to go after the NFL. It was a difference, right? I want to do something versus I decided to do it, right? That's two different things, right? And I think a lot of times in life, even for myself, there are things in my life that right now I sit in the space of I want to. Like, man, you know what, man? Some of us like, man, I want to, I want to lose a little bit of weight, right? Or some of us like, hey, man, I would like to go do that. I want to go do that. Or, man, I want to go on a vacation. Or, man, I want to accomplish this. Or some maybe say, man, I want to get married one day. Or I want to marry her. Yeah, I wouldn't mind marrying her, right? Or I wouldn't mind doing X, Y, Z. We sit in a place where we say, I want to. And we daydream about all the things that I want to accomplish, that I want to do. And it makes us feel good because it feels good to dream. It feels good to think about all the different things that we want to accomplish, right? But so many times we just get stuck in I wanna, right? And when we stay stuck in the I want to stage, or I want to do this, or I would like to do that, when we get stuck in that stage, we end up being frustrated or getting frustrated, and we cause pain for ourselves. Maybe not physical pain, but maybe psychological pain, maybe emotional pain. Why? Because we sit here and we like, man, I want to do this. Why is that not happening? I want to, accomplish this goal or dream. Why is that not happening? I want to make more money, but why is this not happening? And I did a Tackle Thursday about, talking about results. And I'm a firm believer that we ultimately don't control the results, right? Because if we actually control the results, we all would have we would never lose a game. We would never lose a competition. We will all have the results that we want to, right? So I'm aware, and I'm a firm believer that we don't control the results. However, at the same time, I do believe that it's actions that we can do that can begin to set things or start things in motion, right? But so many times we just stay in the I wanna stage, right? We stay in the I wanna stage. Like for me, when, like I say, growing up, it was I wanna go to the league. I want to go to the league. And I have a lot of conversations, man, with my real, my best friend, man. We talk about youth football a lot. And, these kids, that's playing football right now, especially it's big down there in Florida. A lot of them in their minds, they want to go to the league or they want to go to the next level. They want to make it big, but it's going to have to come a time and a point where they go from I want to make it to I've decided that I'm going after it, right? Because what happens is when we flip that, it's like a switch gets flipped when we go from I want to I've decided. When I was in high school and I wrote that declaration that this is the game that I love, right? That this is what I'm going to pursue. I'm going to take it serious. Because if you went to Delphi Beach High School, you realize I didn't play football sophomore year. I had quit. Right, I was like, man, I'm done with football. I'm just focused on basketball. I had broke my ankle playing baseball in 9th grade. I was done, right? But when I came back, I decided in my mind, like, no, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to pursue. And from that moment on, my mindset switched, and I began to do things that was necessary that could put me in alignment with potentially making it to the NFL, right? Because I had decided to. And so those of you that may be experiencing some frustration, or you want things to happen, and you want this, you want to make more money, you want to do this, you want more success, you want to go on a vacation, you want to, right? My question is are you still in the wanting stage, or have you flipped the switch and said to yourself, you know what? I've decided this is what I'm going to do, right? Because see, there are people that are saying, you know what? I want to lose weight. But then, but at the end of the year, they look at it, they look and they say, man, but I haven't lost any weight. Why? Because you're still in the I want to stage. But because the people that came into the year and said, I have decided, I have made up in my mind, I'm going to lose weight. Them the people that have gym memberships and they go weekly. Them the people that may have trainers. Them the people that are intrinsically motivated and they getting up, they going to run, they going to walk. Why? Because in their mind, not only did they want to and they want to lose weight, but they have made up in their mind that I've decided I'm going to lose weight. And when you decide that you're going to do something, then action is what follows, right? And so that's in whatever, right? Like I say, for me, when I've decided, hey, this is what I'm going to do, man, I started taking football more serious. I came back with football with a greater passion, a greater love. You know what I'm saying? Even being pushed, which I talked to Coach Martin, my defensive coordinator at Deerfield the other day, man, for his birthday, and just thanking him for what he instilled in me, like pushing me and letting me know, like, Jeremy, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be better. You got to push yourself. You got to be intrinsically motivated. But taking that coaching and then going to MTSU and my mindset, they're working hard, like doing extra reps, like my dad taught me, catching the ball after practice. All of that was because I had decided in my mind that this is what I wanted. I was no longer like, hey, you know what, I want it, but whatever, I want it, I just want it. No, I decided that this is what I'm going to do. And many of us, I'm pretty sure you could think right now, there's some things right now you like, hey, like even as simple as a vacation. Think about how many times we be like, man, I want to go on vacation. Okay, cool. But the people that say, I decided I'm going to take a vacation next year, they start saving. They start, budgeting. They start, getting things prepared. They're looking at flights. Why? Because they went from the I wanna to I've decided. Right? Because deciding to do something means that you follow suit with action, right? Because that's what we got to do. It's some people it's some scholars that I teach, right? They already know they've decided to go to college. So guess what they doing? They think about careers. They looking into colleges. They going on college tours. Why? Because they already decided. But then there's some people that say, man, I want to go, but they're not taking action. So they still in the I wanna stage. I wanna do it. But as long as we stay in the I wanna and we don't flip the switch to I decided, then we run the risk of things not happening or transpiring the way that we desire them to. Now, don't get me wrong. God is a God that will, he knows the desires of our hearts. So there have been times where I might not have even uttered the words about things that I wanted, right? It just was in my heart, like, man, I might have wanted this, and somebody came and blessed me with it, or an opportunity opens, and I'm like, dang, God, appreciate that. Like, I ain't even, express myself. So God does know the desires of our heart and the things that we want without us even uttering a word, or without us even saying, without us even making that verbal, like, man, I decided to do X, Y, Z. However, at the same time, many of the things that we want to occur, though we cannot control the results, we can control our effort. We can control what we do in order to start to make our way towards accomplishing those goals, right? It's kind of like if you sit in a car, right? Saying that you want to do something is like sitting in the car. Right? You got all this potential. You think about sitting in the car. You got a radio, you got a steering wheel, you got four wheels, you got an engine, you got all this, you got gears, you got all of this potential when you're sitting in the car. But what is potential, right? What is I want to do something if I don't take the necessary action to head towards accomplishing that, right? So if I just sit in the car and say, man, I want to go to Florida this weekend. I want to go see my family. What if I never put the key in the ignition? If I never crank up the car, I'm just going to stay sitting in my driveway, right? And that's how we are. A lot of us, we are still in the driveway of our dreams. We still in the driveway of our dream relationship. We still are in the driveway of our business. We still are in the driveway of our careers. Why? Because we have not put the key in the ignition and crunk it up and made the decision to say, you know what? I have decided that I'm going to start this business. I have decided that I'm going to pursue this relationship. I have decided that I'm going to pursue this career. And as a result, I'm going to start to put my resume in. And as a result, I'm going to start to make investments. And as a result, I'm going to start to do these different things, right? So we got to look in the mirror and say, man, am I in the driveway? Am I sitting in my car? Am I sitting in this place wanting something to happen? And I'm surrounded by potential, but I just haven't taken that step yet to say, you know what, I'm gonna crank this car up. My mentor, man, big bro, man, he played football at MT, man, Devin Pikes, man, Dr. Devin Pikes. He told me this, man. He said, I was talking about, moving to Tennessee, and I was just like, but this is crazy. It falls, right? Now that I think about it, I was like, man, I want to move to Tennessee, right? He was like, oh, okay, you want to move to Tennessee? I was like, yeah, man, I want to move to Tennessee. He was like, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. He said, it's easier for God to move a moving car than it is for God to move a parked car, right? And in other words, he was saying, like, bruh, yeah, God could do, he can make things happen, right? But it's easier for him to make things happen when you already have begun to take action. That's what he was saying. So I'm encouraging you, take action. Take action. Like if you know what I'm saying, hey, shout out to any Middle Tennessee area high school football coaches. Hey, I started a WIN tour. I'm going on tour this fall in the local areas, Nashville, Laverne, Smyrna, Murfreesboro, to talk to high school football teams, whether the day of the game, day before the game, or the week of the game, or whatever, right? So hey, hit me up about that for real. So I can come talk to your team, right? But the idea of the WIN tour, right? That idea is just floating out there, like literally. And I could sit here and say, man, you know what? I want to do a tour. I want to go on a WIN tour, right? But what's stopping me? What was stopping me from looking at dates, coming up with the idea, asking my wife to do the flyer, implementing it, and now starting to contact coaches? What was stopping me? Nothing. The only thing that was stopping me was the I wanna versus I decided to. And so the moment I said, you know what? I don't just wanna do a WIN tour. I've decided I'm going to do the WIN tour. And when I decided to do the WIN tour, guess what? I began to look at dates. When I decided to do the WIN tour, guess what? I began to call coaches, right? And see, hey, can these dates work? Why? Because I went from I want to do something to I've decided, right? And so, like I say, man, we don't control the results of situations or outcomes or whatnot. However, man, we do have control of our actions. We do have control of the effort that we put forth, man. So I don't want to be the dead horse, and just repeatedly say the same thing. But like I say, man, we got to make the decision. Like, where are you in different areas of your life? Are you in the I wanna? Like, for me, I ain't gonna lie, in my physical activity, like as working out, I'm in the I wanna stage. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm in the I wanna stage. I'm like, man, I wanna get, you know what I'm saying, back in better shape. I don't think I'm in horrible shape, but I wanna get back in closer to football shape, right? I'm in that I wanna. What's stopping me? I gotta get to how I've decided. Because I've been passive about it. Like, okay, I work out here, do this. But I got to get to the point where I've decided to get back into football shape, or to get into a better shape than I am now, right? I got to get to that point I've decided. And it's not easy. Because we, you know, we could be lazy about things. We could be fatigued about things. We can look at it and think that we don't have it. We can look at it and think that we're not good enough. We can look at it and think that, oh man, no way it can happen for me, right? So we got so many different obstacles that can keep us in the I wanna stage. But I'm telling you, man, that you can do all things through Christ which strengthens you. You can do it. You full of potential. We just got to flip the switch and say, you know what? Not only do I want to, I've decided to, and begin to take the necessary steps to get there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and transition, man, to the Tell 'em Kellem portion of the segment. Y'all already, you know, if you're new, this portion of the segment, you can ask me any question you want. You can comment. I'm about to go through my chat and just address some of the comments, man, that have been put out by y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me and getting on, man. So I have hey, Sister Lisa say, blessings for you and yours for a prosperous and productive year. Appreciate that. You say, oh, I didn't know you had a center. That's what's up, though. Continue to make that impact. I got to check that out. And so, Don, you say, I want to thank all those have helped me to proceed through the great. Got you, man. Hey, amen to that, bro. I decided to open my heart, that God, and open heart to feel love again. Hey, amen to that. And to that point, like, that's real, man, because so many times, you know, we can want something, or we can want to make change, right? We can want to change, you know, to your point, like to open up and receive love again. But the question is, I want to, or have I decided to, right? And it sounds like, and it not sounds like, you said it. You decided to open your heart, that God, you know, so that God and open your heart to feel love again. And that's a blessing. And now you're going to take the necessary steps to maintain an open heart, right? Because it's just like if I say, man, I want to be a better husband, right? Which I do want to be a better husband, right? But I can't just stay in I want to do better. Like, I can't just tell my wife, you know what, I want to do better as a husband. I want to do better as a husband. Like, that's not going to get it. No. I have to decide in my mind, I'm going to do better as a husband. And what's doing better as a husband? I got to take action. I got to listen. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to, you know, respond better. I have to, you know, read, research, learn, you know, watch other people, watch other husbands, watch different things, tools that I can take. I got to stand my word of God, listen to how God wants me to love my wife, right? Like, these are things that I have to actively do, because why? I've decided to get better. I've decided that I want to be a better husband. Same thing about being a better parent. We could all say, I want to be a better parent. But have you decided yourself, I've decided that I'm going to become a better parent, right? And to be honest, man, we, in a lot of cases, a lot of areas of our life, we're the one that's stopping us. Literally. Like, literally. We can say that, man, you know, money's stopping me from going on vacation. Like, okay. But if you decide that you're going to go on a trip, then the action that follows suit is, okay, I'm going to start to save. See how I can save. Let me look at my spending habits and see how is it that I can cut back on this and this, and maybe save here to save up for a trip, right? So you can go from I want to do something to I've decided to do it. Because many times I realize in the I want to stage, we look at what we want and think it's not possible. But it's not, a lot of times it's not until we said, I've decided to do something, and you begin to take, and you realize, like, you know what? I can do this. This is possible. Like, I promise you, like the W.I.N tour, seeing that come to fruition, meaning seeing that flyer that my wife did an amazing job creating, seeing the dates on there, and now in the process of filling those dates, it made me feel so good, because it's like, bruh, this is me saying, hey, like, God gave me the idea, and being inspired by other people that said, like, they started, you know, they created a tour, and God giving me the idea of, hey, W.I.N tour, hey, no, right? And then seeing it come to fruition, it's like, what was stopping you? Nobody. Like, just me saying, I've decided to do this, and now taking the necessary steps to do it. And so, man, definitely, man, we definitely gotta transition from the I wanna stage to I've decided to, and live in that I've decided to. Because when we live in that I've decided to lose weight, I've decided to live a healthier life, I decided to be a better husband, a better father. What up, bro? What up, T-Dog? Appreciate you getting on. What's up, Mom? You said you. Did you mean to write that, Mom? Or you could explain a little bit more what you mean on that, man. But yeah, like we just got to get out of, you know what I'm saying, I wanna, and actually do it. And I realize, like, thinking about this message, how often I stay in the I wanna. Like, it's things that I want to do with my yard. Like, what's stopping me? Nothing. Just making the time up. Like, I want to set my, you know what I'm saying? It's things that I just want to do, but I haven't gotten to that I've decided stage, and it's holding me back. And so, yeah, you stop you. Yeah, exactly. We stop in it's so much that we haven't done, and it's not even because God said we can't do it or shouldn't do it. Well, not God saying can't, but I'm saying, like, he ain't even stopping you from doing it. It's just we haven't decided. We haven't made the decision yet. You get what I'm kind of saying? It's, you know, it's people that, it's fellas out there, you've been with your girl for XYZ amount of time. You're like, man, I want to marry her. And the only thing that's really stopping you got the bread, all of that. You just haven't decided in your mind. Right? Or even if money may be in the way of, hey, man, I can't get a ring right now, you know, but I want to marry her. But when you make up in your mind, I've decided to marry her, now you're going to take the necessary stuff. I'm going to save. I'm going to start stashing this. I'm going to go look for rings, see what she like. I'm going to find out her size, you know what I'm saying, ahead of time. So I got the size in my back pocket. So when it do get that time when I go get the ring, she ain't getting suspicious. Why? Because you're taking the necessary steps to prepare yourself for what you decided to go after. And when we take action, we let God control the results. Because like I shared last week, man, Proverbs 14:23, it says, all hard work brings forth a profit. So that profit could be more than you ever imagined. That profit could be exactly what you imagine. That profit could be less than what you imagine. But at the end of the day, when you work hard, when you put the effort in, the time in, you gon' receive a profit. We just don't know what type of profit, how much of the profit, or what that profit may look like. But best believe you put that work in, you gon' see a return. You're gonna get better. Just like if we go to the gym and we shoot threes, if we shoot 100 threes every day, I promise you, right, you would get better. Now, I ain't promising you might be Steph Curry from the three-point line. I ain't saying that, right? That's not the profit I'm promising you. But I am saying you may start by making 3 threes out of 10. Right? But if you shoot 100 threes every single day for a month, I promise you, you're going to make more than 3 threes out of 10. All right? So that's just how that principle works. The principle of hard work works. And it says that in the Bible. So y'all can fact check me on that too. But yeah, so man, anybody else got any questions, any comments, man? Man, the Olympics been amazing. Hey, appreciate that done, man. Hey, all glory to God, man. I'm glad to hear that, bro. I'm glad that you know what I'm saying, what God is speaking through me and gave me to speak, man, could be a blessing to you, man. So I definitely appreciate that, man. You know, so yeah, man. So, you know, I probably leave it, open it up, keep it open for about like another minute for any questions or comments, man. Like I said, you know, man, these Olympics been amazing, amazing, man. In what the men's basketball team made it to the gold medal match. Man, track, hey, them boys running 45s in the 400-meter hurdle. I remember being in high school, they were like, hey, at that 400, that open quarter, that man race. Man, that 400 hurdles is that man race and that women race. You feel me? Like, that's the test. Like, you know, to see how they ran the women 400 hurdles and the men 400 hurdles, bro, the dude from Norway ran at 45 running hurdles. I can't even imagine what he'll run in an open quarter. But hey, but the Olympics been awesome, man. You know, no, it's definitely been awesome. So let's see. You said, what's your thoughts on businesses starting to force this vaccine on us, man? Oh man. So this is my take on it, bro. I got vaccinated, so you know what I'm saying, I'm pro-vaccination. Now, what I would say is I understand the trepidation, the hesitation of people, especially people of color that look like us, right? Because we have seen what has transpired, what have occurred in the United States, you know, in the past when it comes to vaccines and vaccinations and African American people, black and brown people. So I can understand us being uneasy. I can understand us being hesitant about it, scratching your head like, yo, they trying to get, you know, having all these questions. My only thing with it all is how I look at it is like, you know, what's the other alternative? You know what I mean? Like, and I was talking about this in a barbershop with a guy, and I was like, look, man, you know, how I look at it is the vaccine is a bulletproof vest. You know what I mean? Because if somebody was to tell us, hey, you're going to get shot, right? But you got the option. You can wear a bulletproof vest, or you can choose not to wear the bulletproof vest. 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure we'll all put the bulletproof vest on. Why? Because that gives us a chance, if we did get shot, of surviving, right? And being better than if we had no protection at all. And that's how I look at the vaccine is I look at it like a bulletproof vest. Like, God forbid anybody, you know, gets COVID. God forbid anybody get COVID, comma, right? However, if somebody does get COVID and they got that bulletproof vest of the vaccination, now you got a better opportunity, in my estimation, and what I heard and read, you got and have seen, you got a better opportunity of it being less severe, bouncing back, right? Now to the point of businesses, the thing is, right, every human being got the right to not put what they don't want to put in their bodies. I respect that. Everybody got the right on that, right? However, right, businesses have rights too. Organizations have rights too. So if a business was to say, hey, you can't work for me unless you get vaccinated, right? You got the right as an employee to be like, okay, I'm not getting vaccinated. But the business got the right also to say, look, hey, it's my business. I own it. And whoever worked for me got to make sure they vaccinated. I won't force you to get vaccinated, but you just can't work for me anymore. So I see both sides. Like, I definitely see both sides. Like, even with the NFL, like, so a lot of them players like, no, I don't want to get it. You don't got to get it. But it's kind of like you can't choose to do what you want to do, but then want the company to do what you want to do as well. Right? It don't, I mean, life don't work like that. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't work like that. But yeah, man, that's how I look at it, man. And I get it when you say, like, man, you know, these, you know, companies trying to force the vaccine on us. I get it, bro. I definitely get it. you know what I'm saying, the discomfort that can make us as human beings feel, especially as African Americans. But like I say, man, I got the vaccine, and you know, I got the vaccine because I'm like, you know, what other protection do I have? You know what I mean? I know I rock the mask, I know I do this, but I gotta do what I believe will keep me safe, or at least keep me safer, or my wife safer, and my kids safer. So you know, yeah, man. So that's how I look at it, bro. But hey, definitely good question though, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Anybody else got any questions or comments? Great question too, T, man. Appreciate you, man. Hope all is well with you and your fam too, bro. Anybody else? Any questions, comments? I'll give about 30 more seconds to see anybody else got any questions or comments on it. And, you know, I'll go ahead and sign off. But as I get ready to sign off, or if you got any other questions or comments to put in the chat, go ahead. Man, I just want to say, man, salute to all the teachers out there, man, in the world. Salute to all the scholars, all the parents, guardians, man. This upcoming school year is an important one. We're still dealing with the pandemic. But, man, I just want to encourage, you know, all the educators, teachers, scholars, and everybody connected, just to understand, man, that education should be a team effort. There's, like I said, I shared yesterday on the radio, I share it now. There's no I or you, meaning there's no I, meaning it's all on you. There's no I, and there's no you, Y-O-U, in education, right? There's no, it shouldn't be any finger pointing, and it shouldn't be, hey, I got to do it all by myself. Like, we should all be on the same team. Principals, admins, teachers should be on the same team as scholars, and then the parents and the guardians should be on the same team as the scholars and the schools. And if we work together as a team, and like my boy Choir Boy said yesterday, he says like a threefold approach. You got the school, you got the parents or guardians, and you got the kid in the middle. And if we all intertwine with each other and wrap ourselves up, it's a recipe for success for scholars, for schools, for parents. It's a recipe if we work together, right? And admin as well. We all got to work together, man, for real. Yes, man, you're right about that. Admin too, man. So schools in general, everybody that work for the schools, man, and scholars and parents and guardians, we all got to work together this year and every year moving forward. Man, educators, meet your scholars where they are, man. Like, build those relationships. I know you got to teach your content. I know you got to teach your content, but you can simultaneously teach your content and build relationships at the same time with your scholars, right? No connection equals no correction. No connection equals no buy-in. So build them relationships and watch how your scholars respond. I promise you. Watch how they respond. Right? So, man, with that being said, man, y'all continue to have a blessed day. It's been another episode of Tackle Thursday with JK, live on IG, live on Facebook, and on my YouTube channel, which y'all go subscribe to. Jeremy Kellem /WIN Pat now /WIN. I'll be back next week, Lord willing, man. Got a special guest to join me next week, man. So y'all tune in next week for Tackle Thursday with JK. Also, man, catch me next Wednesday on the radio, 7:60 a.m. The gospel. My Middle Tennessee areas, you should be able to pull it up in your car or whatnot, but you can also go onto the website. My mom and dad be watching it all the way from the crib in Florida, so y'all can check that out. Every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Central, right? 4:30 p.m. Eastern on 7:60 a.m. The Gospel, man. Come check it out. I got my segment, Impact with JK, man. It's a 15-minute segment. Kind of same thing as this, man, but I'm able to, I incorporate even more, like, you know, scripture and Jesus and all of that in it as well, man. So check that out, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Be safe. And, man, holla at your boy, man.